Okay, so I added Mount Adam West in here. I was gonna put it in the back, but there's so much wisteria, and I had the water level down to like 2 inches, so most of my shrimp were hanging out back there. And you can see, looks pretty cool in here. It looks so different when it's completely submerged in water. It had more of a, I want to say, black color to it, but it's very hard apparently to find black stone to go inside of a tank. And it's more of a grayish, bluish color. You can see the shrimp love picking on it. I think all of the shrimp are either underneath it or on the other side of it. So the shrimp feel a little bit more comfortable coming out now. I've also added an internal filter in here, and I stuck the sponge that is supposed to go inside of there. I stuck it over the water intake area, and I'm just gonna clean it like I would if it was inside the filter. There's really no difference because it's gonna catch debris whether it's here or if it's in there. So I've also not using the carbon filter that came with it. Let me grab that box real quick. And this is what I use. It's the Fluval Biomax. Excuse me. And it's like $1 at PetSmart. It's a bunch of ceramic little chorus media that comes in that little bag, and I keep it in the bag, and there's about 2 of them in there. So I use this biomedia not just for this tank but also for the 29-gallon tank. Works really well. I added the filter because of the bioload in here. I have very hard water, and lately I've been noticing micro bubbles. Like, I did a water change on this yesterday, and the water was smelling really chlorinated. So the only way for me to achieve water clarity, like really good water clarity, is to add mechanical filtration. And one of the things that helps is these ceramic media, the coarse media only. And like I said, these are $1 for 1 box. So since I only keep small tanks, I could buy like 2 of these and they fit perfectly in all of my internal filters. Since I bought the 29-gallon tank, well, I didn't buy it, but since I got the 29-gallon tank, I haven't changed the media in it. I haven't felt the need to. I think it does break down over time, and you're supposed to replace it, but so far hasn't broken down for me. But as you can see, the water is fairly clear. But what I've been noticing is coming out the tap, my water is a little bit milky. It could just be a sign of extra fluoride and calcium in the water. No big deal. It's not going to kill anything, but it does mess with your pH. Grunting baby over here. Now, I did mention that I added Endler guppies in here. Looks like a couple of them are pregnant. So, I have nowhere to put them. I literally don't know what to do once they start having fry. Another thing about this tank I'm noticing is it's staying at like 81 degrees. There's no heater in here, and it's actually above, well, below an AC vent. And the AC in this house is probably constantly running. It's set at 75, my niece says. And more than likely it's like 78 in this room because of all the tanks. But I don't know why this tank is so hot. It's really weird. What? But anyway, this is the shrimp tank. I counted, I think, 14 guppies in here. So, as soon as they start dropping fry in a few weeks, I don't even know if these type of guppies are sterile. I also looked up that some of the feeder guppies are sterile. But they're much smaller. They're about the size of an endler. And let me see if I could focus on one that appears to be pregnant, not her. But there's a few in here that appear to be pregnant. I think that's one of them. But these guys are tiny. They're much smaller than guppies. I had thought about putting guppies in here and using juvenile guppies to come in here and eat the larva, but guppies around here are freaking expensive. Even the mutt varieties, like, these are not good quality guppies. A lot of them even look, if you see how this guy's tail only has half a color pattern on it. Yeah, they were trying to sell me one with a fancy tail for like $4.99. The females are $2.99, but I was like, yeah, you can keep that guppy there. But I have no idea if they start all dropping fry at once. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Look, they're harassing her. And another thing I noticed is some of these males have a very large guadapodium, which is their breeding organ. These are just such weird guppies. Like, his is like the size of his entire body. And he's always chasing these females around. I think majority of them are already pregnant. Like that one back there, she's definitely looking pregnant. That might be him. But anyway, a lot of them have a pretty cool color pattern, not gonna lie. They are pretty interesting to stare at. It's just that I know if these guys aren't sterile, which I'm guessing since some of them appear to be pregnant, I'm gonna be overrun with guppies in about 2 months. So I have to come up with a solution. I will not feed their fry to the bettas. I don't think it benefits the bettas to have live fish food. And on top of that, I have no idea if these guys carry parasites or whatever. But anyway, they have a home in the 10-gallon tank. And if not, I have a tote set up for them as well. So that concludes this update of the shrimp tank. A lot of breeding action going on. And I will see you guys next time.